Okay, so when you go to an audio track and you right click and select show take lanes, you can see all your takes, and then just highlighting and hitting enter allows you to compile snippets from your favorite parts. And so for vocal comping, this is a really useful feature. It came out in Ableton, I think around Ableton 11, but what a lot of people might not be aware of is you can use this same feature, this same kind of workflow with MIDI. And I recently came across a workflow in Ableton I think is pretty interesting, especially when you're trying to come up with alternative ideas or more than one idea for a specific instrumental part in your music. So let's imagine you're producing a track and you're trying to write a bass line over a drum beat. You can see I have this nice bass pluck sound using Ableton Synth Meld. I'm going to head over here, right click, and go to show take lanes. Nothing's going to show up because I haven't actually recorded anything, but I can insert one. And when I do this, you're going to see two different halves, one independent of the other. This is the compilation lane now, and this is the take lane. So now I'm going to hit record. And you can see it's actually spread those out into 3 different takes, and I can just hit enter and choose the one that I like the best. So you can imagine this scenario working really well if you have a drum beat and you want to test out different bass lines over it. I can also just highlight all of these takes, hit shift tab so I can see everything overlapping together. Control A or Command A if you're on Mac can select it all. Control U or Command U. Everything can be quantized together. And now I have 3 different takes, 3 different ideas. I can audition each one just by hitting enter and listening to it over the drum beat. So you can audition different ideas or play them in on the fly and listen to which ones you like the best. And the other cool thing about this is you can take advantage of this on the alternate screen here, sort of the live loop triggering screen on Ableton, just by right clicking and going to consolidate time to new scene. So let's say I really like this take that I selected, I hit that, and it will transfer it over with the drum beat in question over to this side. So these things are working together. I could say, oh, I like this one as well. Hit enter, put it into the comp lane, right click, consolidate time to new scene, and it will go over there. You can see the accompanying drum beat that was playing with it. Now, if I select a new scene and I don't have that drum beat with it, and I hit right click, consolidate time to new scene, it will go over alone. But if this drum beat is on top of it and I select a different take for the bass line, consolidate time to new scene, it'll go over with the drum beat. So it's a really interesting feature. It's kind of allowing you to pick a different spot in your track and add those things over to kind of the other half of Ableton. You can use that workflow. In the past, you would pretty much have to do this manually, as far as I know. So I would, have to click on this take, hold it down. So I'm holding down my mouse, hit tab, and then drag it over individually. And it wouldn't, you'd have to drag maybe the drum beats over manually as well. So this actually kind of saves time as well doing it this way. Now, what's also interesting about this, I'll get rid of all of these takes. I'm going to go up to this plus button. This is the MIDI arrangement overdub button. And this allows you to record over yourself. So let's say I'm, trying something on the keyboard. I can't play everything in right on the spot. I can do it in several different takes. So maybe I'll play the first half, I'll take a little break, play the second half. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So tap in. Let me add the second half. And when I hit stop, what ends up happening is you can see the first half that I recorded right here, the second half that I layered on right here, and then it actually consolidated it to a third take where it has both of those takes together. So no matter what, you could take the final compilation, use that take, go in, quantize it. And so you don't have to play everything, especially like a bass line. You have to play everything on the fly. You can kind of respond to what you have so far. It'll consolidate it to a new clip and say, I like this clip. Do the same thing, consolidate time to new scene. And now I can find it over on the other screen with its accompanying drum beat. It's a really fun idea. Like, you can think about these different things. Think about melodies over chord progressions. You know, melodies are typically another kind of monophonic line or string of notes. And let's say you have like a chord progression. So I'll go over here, highlight this section. Really fun to work in loops with this workflow, by the way. Let's just hypothetically say we have a chord progression. I might just play one chord. Okay, cool. So I have one chord happening there, and we don't have to show take lanes for this one. This one's just going to keep playing. But this one we will. I'm going to insert a take lane. I can see everything kind of happening. It'll do it automatically if show take lanes is already enabled, but now I'm just going to play some melodies and test them out over it. But for this one, I might turn off MIDI overdub because I want these to be separate takes, separate melodies, and I can pick the ones that I like. So now I'm going to play different melodies. Okay, so now I have these different melodies. I can just highlight Control J if I want to keep everything kind of nice and neat. And I have different takes. I can listen to them over the accompanying chord progression, pick the ones I like, say, okay, I like this one, consolidate time to new scene. And you'll see that it slots it over here with the accompanying chords. So you can see the chords are also with it. So it's a really neat feature because whatever's in context to what you're hearing can easily get slotted over to this screen. And so if you're more non-linear about how you write songs and more non-linear about, like, you know, maybe I want different chord progressions, different melodies, different bass lines. I'm not thinking of just one idea for each section. I might want to have 10 different melodies that I can trigger. You know, if I decide to perform this song live, I have these different options. I can have a whole jam session out of one song. This workflow lets you test ideas and have that. So I think it's a really cool thing that Ableton kind of enables you to do. I think a lot of people might not be aware of it, so I wanted to make a quick video about it. By the way, if you are an Ableton user, you should know that I have a whole section of stuff, downloads, the meld preset you heard in this video, the sounds that I use, lots of stuff you want to check out for Ableton. I'll link that in the description down below. It's a really cool resource if you haven't heard of it or tried it yet. And yeah, hit the like button and subscribe if you found this video useful. I do a lot of stuff about Ableton, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have fun making music.